Hi, I'm here to talk about real estate in Washington Township. So if you are looking for homes for sale in Washington Township in Valparaiso, Indiana, go ahead and keep watching this video. My name is Chuck Vanderselt. I'm a real estate broker in Northwest Indiana working for Listing Leaders, and I'm also the founder of the real estate website quadwalls.com. And most excitedly for this video, I'm actually from Washington Township. I've spent most of my life in Washington Township, and I attended Washington Township elementary school and middle school and high school. Went there kindergarten through 12th grade. So my entire early education was done right there in Washington Township. So I know a whole lot about the area. I can drive around that area probably blindfolded and find my way. Real briefly, first let's talk about Washington Township. What is it and why is it so interesting to people? Washington Township is a 6 mile by 6 mile township, so it's covering 36 square miles. It's relatively rural. It's right next to a really nice town, Valparaiso, Indiana. But again, most of the township is pretty rural. So what we see there is a little bit larger homes, larger lots, a lot less restrictions of the subdivisions there. Most of them do not have HOAs, and those that do are the HOAs with the little tiny teeth, not the big fierce tiger teeth, but the little kitten teeth. That's something that I've talked about in other articles and in other videos. Low taxes, low property taxes in the area, and small schools. Some of the smallest public schools in all of Northwest Indiana is right there in Washington Township. Their entire school serves only about 870 students. So if you're looking for that ultra small school, rural school type of experience, check out Washington Township. We don't see a lot of turnover in Washington Township, so generally the people living there are pretty happy with what they have. But if you are searching for homes for sale in Washington Township, let's talk about some of the different subdivisions that do exist there. There's plenty of homes along county roads and that type of thing, but there are some subdivisions and we can take a look at those. First one, Washington Highlands. The first home I ever owned was actually in Washington Highlands. A lot of homes in the Highlands were built in the late 1970s, the 1980s, and some in the early 1990s. Most of them probably the 1980s though. A lot of these homes are selling in the mid 200s. In that subdivision, you see a lot of ranches, bi-levels, split levels, and tri-level homes. And there's a few 2-stories in there. Washington Square, it's similar to the Highlands, but a little bit newer. More of these homes were built in the late 80s and early 1990s. Recent sale prices of these are in the low to middle 200s. I sold a home in Washington Square just this past summer, so really nice neighborhood. Not as big as the Highlands either, less houses, but a really nice neighborhood. Another one is Eastwood Hills. Eastwood Hills is off of County Road 400 North. Fun story, the first home my parents ever owned was in Eastwood Hills. They bought that in 1987. Here you see, again, ranches, but bi-levels and tri-levels, a lot of homes of that type. The homes here are selling in the low 200s to the middle 200s, large lots here. I think most of the lots in this subdivision are 1 acre in size. Another great subdivision, Whispering Hills. This is between 325 East and 300 East, which is also called Bart's Road, and 400 North. Is where this little subdivision is. A lot of homes here built in the very, very late 80s. More of them probably actually built in the early 1990s. Homes here are selling throughout the 200s. Good sized lots on these homes. There are some in this subdivision that are selling in the middle 3s. There's this one little chunk of that subdivision that's a much newer phase. There's only about 8 houses in that section though. Across the way on 400 North from Whispering Hills is Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook's really cool subdivision. I really like it. It has a long entry, so the houses are pretty deep back off the road. It's just one road that runs through the subdivision, so that's kind of neat too. Really low street traffic. So if you're looking for more privacy, that type of thing. Homes built in Meadowbrook. These homes were built in the very early 2000s. These homes are priced in the 300s to the 500s. Larger homes, they're newer, so they've got more modern features like master bathrooms and walk-in closets. Pine Creek, this is the only subdivision in Washington Township that has both city sewers and city water. Because of that, the lots are a lot smaller. These homes are selling in the low to middle to 200s. Most of these homes were built in the early 2000s. It's all single family homes, except for up in the front, there's a few duplexes. Augustine, this is right behind Washington Township Elementary School. These homes were built in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and throughout the 2010s. There's even some homes that are under construction right now, and I think there's even some lots still available. Really nice subdivision, really modern homes. They have that modern suburban but Midwestern look. Really, really nice homes. They're selling in the high 300s through the 400s. There was one exceptional sale at nearly $700,000 in that subdivision. Big, big house. Beautiful looking home. And last but not least, Turtle Run. Turtle Run is a subdivision off of 400 East and 500 North. Kind of sits back a little bit. Really nice subdivision, big lots. These homes were built in the late 2000s and the 2010s. So definitely going to see your modern features, the master bathrooms, the walk-in closets, the large kitchens, probably more open concept type of floor plans as well. These homes are selling in the 400s to the 600s. And that'd be your highest dollar amount subdivision throughout Washington Township. So again, if you're looking for a home for sale in Washington Township in Valparaiso, Indiana, really feel free to contact me. I know that area extraordinarily well. Wonderful, wonderful area. This is about the first time in my life that I haven't lived in Washington Township. I live just on the other side of the street from Washington Township boundaries now. Really, really great area. If you hit the rewards button, if you visit our website, quadwalls.com, hit the rewards button, you'll receive a 10% home purchase commission rebate when you sign up. If you like these videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, like our page. We're continually putting out more and more content about Northwest Indiana real estate. We're really kind of focused on Porter County. We're really even more kind of focused on Valparaiso, where we're from. And we really like the rural areas just east of Valparaiso. So those really are our sweet spots if they're areas that you're looking in. And if you have a home to sell, we have some of the most aggressive listing commissions in all of Northwest Indiana, maybe the very lowest. So check us out, quadwalls.com. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you have any questions, just reach out to us. Thanks.